Hello and here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Hutan Pantai here, and yeah, we're looking at some soybeans that are still not ready to harvest here yet, everyone. We finished up all the rest of the harvest in here so far: rice, sorghum, oats, wheat. I think that was all the crops we had planted, if I remember correctly, everyone. And then I was gonna skip time here to the next month here. Again, we got to get to October before we can harvest soybeans, everyone. But then I realized something. Wait a minute, we probably should plant some winter crops here again. So if we go to our calendar, everyone. We could plant barley, canola, and wheat here at this point. I figure we're at least going to do a couple fields of canola. Might do some wheat and barley too. We'll see what's here. Or maybe some barley. We've done some wheat here already. So anyway, we're going to get started on that here this episode. Haven't fully decided what fields we're going to plant here yet. I figure we're actually probably going to start with field... what number is this here? 26? Yeah, field 26. Probably start with that here. Got that field all cultivated up and should be ready to go here. Double checking these fields here, make sure they are fertilized here too before I cultivate them. Would rather not have a repeat of last year's performance if we can help it, everyone. Yeah, 25, that should be good. Just throw the hard work on that, let him start cultivating that. And then, I need a tractor to pull the planter with, don't I? That's a good one. That is a good one. You know what? I think we're going to end up grabbing the white tractor here. We don't need it down here at the moment, so let's send the white tractor up to the farmyard here. And we'll just use the go-to here. Get that started. Oh, speaking of trucks, by the way, you don't need to be here. So let's get you off here as well a minute. Again, all the rice harvesting is finished. We're sitting in a nice $57,000 here at the moment, so not too shabby. That should give us a little bit of money to get some fields fertilized and planted and all that good, happy, fun stuff here. Park that truck up out of there. That should be out of the way for the most part. Oh, let's see what's here. And then for you, the challenger here, I should either probably have you start cultivating or start fertilizing. That is the question. Which one should I have him start on? Why just have him start fertilizing here? I think we can afford to fertilize this field here at this point, so let's get started on that. Oh, I gotta check. Oh, these all need lime. Okay, then. I was not expecting that. I knew some of the fields need lime. I was not expecting. Of course, all the fields I want to plant I would need lime. I should probably really do that before I start planting them. I think, I forget. Can we fertilize after planting? You know what? We're going to find out. We will find out. You know what? We're just going to have you start on this field. This field fertilized here. Throw the hard work on that here a minute. And then we'll wait for the white tractor to get back to the farmyard here. He is... he's got a minute to go yet. So we'll be back once we're back to the farm here. Okay, and we're back. Got the tractor up at the farm there, grabbed our planter, realized the planter was pretty much out of fertilizer here, so we're down at the shop here. We're going to fill up on a little fertilizer here. I'm not sure how much is in this. Okay, there's your answer right there, everyone. Apparently not much. So let's buy another tote of fertilizer here. Oh, it's not under that category, is it? Got to go down here, I guess. Okay. It seems like fertilizer would be under the cedar category too, Evan, right? Because you need it there too, but it is not. Let's just, we'll grab two of them, because why not? We're always going through fertilizer here. Finish filling the cedar. There we go. You know what? We got some seeds here, too. Why don't we just top that off a minute here as well? Planting canola doesn't take a whole lot of seed, though. So, yeah, there we go. All full on that. Unless, of course, Giants has changed. I know they did make some changes there to seed usage, I believe it was. And I think canola was the one they changed. I think it's still pretty low usage on the canola seed, if I remember correctly. Canola seed, for those you don't know, by the way, it is a really small seed, like really small seed. So yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot of canola seeds to, plant a fairly good sized field with it. Anyway, we'll head back to our field here. Like I said, we're going to start with, I think it was field 26 here first for starters, Evan. That's the only field I have, cultivated and worked up here at this point. Again, our cedar cannot no-till as of yet, Evan, so... that is something that'd be nice to have here at some point. Hopefully, for maybe next year's planting, everyone, we could probably get into that here. I don't know that we want to necessarily purchase a planter just as of yet. So, okay, let's get the steering assist going here. Start planting some canola. That'll turned on here. And of course, too, once we have a no-till capable seeder, and then we can kind of sort of skip the operation of cultivating here, at least on some of our fields anyway. It does still, I believe, give us the benefit of getting rid of some of the weeds, Evan. So there's a little bit of a benefit there to doing some cultivation. But as long as we weed before the weeds grow, Evan, don't think it really matters much. We should still be able to get rid of all the weeds. At the moment, it doesn't matter at all. Like, as long as we cultivate, plant, we can remove the weeds, whether they're there or not here. The hoe-style weeder we have at the moment is capable of removing all the weeds. So, one nice thing about what we currently have as far as weeders go. Oh, I should probably check, too. Any good contracts we can do at the moment? Harvesting. It's not terrible. Mowing. Hey, look at that. Mowing contract. Oh, we might actually grab that one, Evan. Not too bad. Oh, and the hired worker missed a little in the corner, which means we're going to miss it planting here because, again, the planter can't no-till, Evan, so if it's not cultivated, it's not going to get planted. Which is a little bit weird to think about it because, again, I mean, this planter, depending on, and actually this planter, period, like, that's a whole nother topic, Evan, but let's assume this planter didn't have the no-till kit on the front of it here. It would still probably plant in most ground. It's going to depend on how hard the ground is, right? So if you got really hard ground, that's when you really need either some no-till capabilities or some tillage capabilities before the planter. In the case of this, I mean, I don't know if you'd really call this a no-till planter myself. I would consider this more of a, it has some cultivating capabilities on the front of it, which work up the ground and allow the planter to, it's not really no-till at that point, because like I said, we're doing some tilling, right? Like true no-till, if you ask me, is like no tillage, right? Like you're not tilling before planting. And that, yeah, this planter won't exactly be classified as that, because we're definitely doing some tilling. Which, yeah, again, as I just mentioned here a moment ago, why does this planter not no-till? Yeah, sore subject. Sore subject. Just like the sore subject on the capacities in our silo systems here, too, Evan. Again, why Giants has such ludicrously small numbers, Evan, I don't know. But it is what it is. Got to deal with it. If this was a modded map, Evan, to be honest, I'd probably go in and make some changes. But I don't know. Probably wouldn't be the wisest of ideas to do the changes here on this map, because you have to go change like the actual game files here, as far as I know. As far as I know, it should be doable. You would just simply have to find the silo systems and or the buildings, or I'm not sure if it'd be built into the map in this case. I'm not sure. Usually, Giants maps and stuff's usually not built in anymore. Usually, it's all separate entities, so you'd have to go find the file for it, and then you can change the storage capacity, right? But, yeah, again, being in-game map, Evan, don't probably really want to mess with that. Again, if it was modded, Evan, I would absolutely be in there, and we would be doing some serious number increases there, like maybe throw a 0 on that number. That still would probably be like a stupidly small silo, Evan, but at least we're very unlikely to probably ever hit that number at that point. That'd be 5 million liter capacity, which I guess isn't outside the realm of possibility of hitting. Probably not on this map, though. Not unless you, like, sit here keeping grain for a couple years for some reason, you know, not selling it. Oh, we're going to get the rocks there. You know, let's not do that if we can help it. I'm going to turn around this way. We'll just go all the way around here. Oh, it would be nice to have a larger planter at this point. Oh, you know what? I should probably check here, too. See if we're fully applying the fertilizer here. Again, we fertilized the field. We then ran the cultivated across the field here. Still needs to be lined yet, which again, definitely want to make sure we can line this field here after planting. I don't know if you can or not. We're going to find. I know once the crops start to grow, you cannot. Which I think is a change. I don't think that used to always be that way, was it? Pretty sure you always used to be able to lime at any point as long as the crops weren't ready to harvest. But now it looks like it's changed, and like I said, you have to lime at least before they start growing. Checking the map here. What is it showing us here? Fertilized. Oh, we have to turn off the lime here. Excellent. Yes, our fertilizer is getting applied. Of course, up at the top, everyone. Yeah, hired worker missed fertilizing that again. The hired worker just seems to always miss that little section up there for some reason, unfortunately. So, unless I remember to fertilize it, it gets skipped. Which every so often, I do actually remember to fertilize that. Not going to worry too much. It's just a little small section, right, Evan? So, like, whatever. I don't know if there's anything we could actually do about that or not. Maybe, like, plow the field a little wider up there or something. Maybe, I don't know. Could probably plow it longer, but I don't. That'd probably just make the problem worse. We need to, like, plow it wider. Which it does start to go uphill pretty good there. I suppose you could maybe make it a little wider there, Evan. Cut out a couple trees there, maybe. Let's see, what do we got? One more headland pass after this one yet? Yep. So we're going to be doing 3 headland passes across this field here. Probably should keep an eye on the money situation here as well. I see we're already down to $49,000. Where is all that money going? Oh, my goodness. We spent that? Yeah, I guess we did spend some on fertilizer. Oh, that wasn't that much, though, was it? We're spending more money on fertilizer there, too, with the hired worker, though. The hired worker's probably... shouldn't take him too long to finish this field here, I wouldn't think. Let's see, we got to go to that one there. Yeah, he's actually almost done with that field already. I might just have him start on the next field after that. We'll see once here. See once how the money situation's looking. Again, I want to be a little bit careful about the money here. Make sure we don't spend too much. Speaking of spending too much here, we could probably make a little bit. Let's grab that contract here. Make sure we borrow the items for that. Make a little extra money, that one. Even if we do, just hire the worker for that job, I mean, it still makes a little bit. Not maybe as much if we did all the work ourselves and or if we had our own mower, but yeah, we don't have our own mower yet, so don't know if we'll get into that here in this series or not. I think my tentative plan, for those of you wondering with this series here, is we're probably going to finish up the farming and then maybe whatever map we get to next. I don't know what that map's going to look like yet. I have no idea. We'll have to see what's available, of course, right? But depending on what map's available, we'll maybe look at getting into the animals here in the next map is my thought. Otherwise, if we try to do farming and then animals, and then it gets to be like a really long series here on this map. And well, I don't hate the map, everyone. It's not maybe like my favorite map either, right? So it's not terrible. Definitely not one of the worst maps I've ever played on from Giants, I don't think, but probably not my favorite either. Though I'll have to be honest, as far as maps are concerned, like if I had to pick between this one and Riverbend Springs, that one, I'd probably play on this one, to be honest. That one, I think I still like this map better. Riverbend Springs, that one, just the layout of the map, the sizes of the fields, the scatteredness of it, it's just like, I don't know. Not a big fan of that map, to be honest. That one. Yeah, again, at least when I think American farming, and of course, when it comes to American farming, you got to remember America, we probably have a little of everything, right? But at least when I think American farming, Evan, I typically think big, right? And I mean, where I live, we're not necessarily maybe the biggest, but still, mid-sized farms here, probably where I live. Of course, the mid-sized farms here compared to probably European farms are still ginormous, but I'd be curious now. Difference here between American farmer, European farmer. What's the average sized farmer for a European farmer? Like European farmer, are we looking at 1,000 acres, 500 acres, 100 acres? What's the average size European farm? I wonder. By the way, in case you can hear the baby noise, she is joining me while I'm playing Farming Simulator here again. Making all kinds of noises. She's getting to that phase where she likes to make noises and talk, if you will. And I use quotes around the talk there, of course, that one. She likes to jabber away, shall we say. Which, of course, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's great. I mean, just great when she's jabbering away at, 3 o'clock in the morning. And she doesn't really care what time of day it is. She'll talk anytime. Great, isn't it? Yep. Just a reminder here, too, by the way, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, and don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, as always, too, if you like the video, I'll click that thumbs up icon there as well. Also very much appreciated. Don't forget, too, if you'd like to join us in on our multiplayer servers, Evan. Multiplayer server information is down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. Don't forget, too, if you'd like to watch the multiplayer content, Evan, you can find that down below. That is RDAllen on Twitch, by the way. RDAllen on Twitch. Get twitchy with it, Yeah, I don't know if you can hear her. She's just talking away at the moment. Maybe I should just let her do all the rest of the talking here for this video, Evan. Yes. She'll do all the rest of the talking. She's not, for those of you wondering, by the way, she's not quite to the capabilities of, actually saying any actual, words yet, I would say. Mostly just, what you probably can hear on the microphone there. That's what she's pretty much up to yet, so. Yeah, just wait till she can actually start saying words. Oh, boy. Oh, have I mentioned how much I like the steering assist, Evan? Have I mentioned that at all here? Oh, I gotta say, gotta love that feature, Evan. Gotta love it. And I know I've got some comments from some of you console players as well saying the same thing here. Just, so much nicer having GPS, as I like to call it, in the game here, right, Evan? Of course, everyone's play styles probably vary a little bit, but at least for me, Evan, gotta have GPS, Evan. Gotta have it. And for real life farming too, for the most part, when it comes to real life farming nowadays, find a farmer that doesn't use GPS, right? There's probably some hobby farmers, of course, I'm sure of them that don't use GPS, but even for the hobby farmers, of them, there are GPS options that are available, for at least giving you basic GPS, maybe not quite the, sub-inch accuracy of some of the more industrial or commercial maybe GPS solutions, and of course we're talking like John Deere or GPS like that, right? Of course, now that we have GPS, Evan, will we see precision farming in the game? That's a good question, Evan. That is a good question. Don't know. This has been a topic of discussion here a couple of times now. And so far, to my knowledge, you folks correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe Giants has announced anything about precision farming yet. Be interesting to see what happens on that. I mean, hopefully we'll see precision farming here at some point. I always rather enjoyed that mod or addition, I guess, technically to the game myself. And not really a mod anymore because it was built in the game here for Farming Simulator 22, but so let's see how's the rest of our hired workers doing here. Oh, speaking of hired workers, I should probably get someone going on the mowing, shouldn't I? Let's go take care of that here a minute. Hop over to the shop here, grab what we have for mowers. Looks like we got a front and a rear mower. And a tractor that's actually capable of picking those up. Excellent. You never know with the contracts, right, bud? Yeah, someone's getting quite loud. Quite loud. Okay, let's see. Let's field right behind the... Ooh, look out for the car. Right behind the shop here. Probably wouldn't be a half bad field to own here at some point. I'm field 38. Could combine that with field 39 there as well. Don't really have any plans on picking up any additional fields here after this harvest. We're probably going to focus on the equipment here this time around. We'll have to see what's up. You never know. Maybe whatever money's left. Again, our loan is maxed out, everyone. So, let's say, where are you going there, bud? He's going to get lined up in the front. Okay. Lower the back. Yeah, okay. Okay, how's the rest of our hard workers doing here? Are we almost done on 6 and 7 here with fertilizing? Looks like we probably are. Yes, just needs to finish going like around that corner of the field here, and that will be done. How are we looking on cultivating here? Still going on that? Yeah, he's probably going to be going on that for a while yet. Probably going to be going for a while. Definitely would be nice to get some upgraded equipment here. I've on, tractors, planters, yeah, all that stuff here, which will be the goal here once we sell our crops here this year around. Again, I've showed it here a couple times now. Ooh, we're getting closer and closer every time, aren't we? $973,000 worth of goods we can sell. Again, we still have our soybeans to harvest yet, which that should easily push us over the $1 million mark, I would think. Yeah, we don't have a lot of soybeans, I don't think, but got a couple fields worth. Nope. Definitely did not see it. Where did that vehicle come from? Okay, let's head over to the comment section in a moment as well. See what you folks had to say here for last episode. Oh, and someone actually did the actual math here for me on this. So the grain elevator, here, which is, let's see, where is that again? That is this one, right? I always get confused because, like, wait a minute, this one here, that's the grain mill. Then the grain elevator. So that is where we're storing our crops. That is at the grain elevator. According to Tommy said, 500,000 liters is 14,188 bushels. So, according to Tommy here, 5,000 liters equals 14,188 bushels. Again, I just point out the stupidly small number that is for a grain elevator. Like, a grain elevator that can only hold 14,000 bushels? What? That's just, don't even know. Dean was saying, I have 575 hours on Farming Simulator 25 so far. Over 300 just on Riverbend. I think you might need to get a life there, Dean. Just like, wow. I'm not even sure how many hours I got in Farming Simulator. You know what? I probably shouldn't say anything there, Dean. Probably better not say anything because I probably not too far from it, you know. Let's see what's your statistics. We are, where's my hours here? Huh, look at that. We're at almost 300 hours on this map here so far. Got almost 300 hours on the map. That is going to be the majority of my playtime. I do have some on Riverbend and some on, I forget the name of the European map here as well, but majority of my hours are probably on Hutan here. I don't know how many I have on Riverbend, maybe another 100, so I'm probably somewhere around 400 hours in this game here so far. I'm just guessing. Actually, no, I can check Steam. Steam would tell me for sure, I guess. But yeah, without checking Steam, Evan, I'm guessing somewhere around 400 hours. Ethan was saying, I was about to do a harvest of sorghum as well in the game and wondered if you get any straw. Apparently I do. Yes, I haven't tried baling that straw. I don't know, what do you call it? What is sorghum chaff? Is it straw? I don't know. I'm not familiar with sorghum, everyone. Definitely not familiar with baling whatever's left behind a sorghum, that's for sure. Which actually, a little bit weird, baling sorghum, and I use the term straw, but again, I don't know if that's what it's called or not, but sorghum is typically cut fairly high off the ground, like you just cut the heads off of one. So, like, there's a fair amount of material that's, like, left behind there. I mean, if you're going to bale that, you'd, like, want to mow that down first or something, maybe. I don't know. Again, not familiar with that. I don't know. Okay, we're back. I'm going to have to see if we can quiet the baby down there just a minute. She's got the hiccups, and she does not like it when she gets the hiccups. So, let's see if the pacifier will pacify the situation here or not. Yeah, she's not a fan of hiccups. Then again, I guess who is, right? Oh, let's see. I forget where were we at here. Oh, that's right. Comments here. Let me load up the comments here again a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, so back to Ethan's comment here. He was saying, from what I know, though wheat and barley aren't any different for straw. Yeah, I don't think there's any difference either. Wheat, barley, oats, rye, the straw and all of them, I think, is pretty much the same, isn't it? I mean, wheat, wheat, oats for sure, like very, very similar. Like, again, I think we were talking about this here last episode. I don't know if I can tell you folks the difference, if there was one. John was asking what map I'm on. This is Hutan Pantai. This is the Asian map here. This is the map that is part of the game. So yeah, for those who are wondering, this map that was released with the game here. Again, I can't think of the name of the European map right at the moment, but you got the European map. You got Riverbend Springs, which is the American map, and then you got Hutan Pantai here. Again, I don't know if I'm maybe saying that 100% correct, Evan, but that's the way I've been saying it. This is the Asian map, and when I was looking at the maps, Evan, I kind of like the look of this map here. Nice grouping of fields here. I like the look of what I've seen here. You know, it's a little bit small over here maybe, but got a nice grouping of fields right there, and I kind of like that when I was looking at the maps. Again, Riverbend Springs, Evan, just fields are small. They're spread out. They're just not a good American feeling map in my opinion. So let's say, you know what? Let's try some Asian maps. That we get to try some rice too. Speaking of rice, Evan, I do still want to look at maybe getting like another rice field here at some point. I'm not sure what field that would be. I was looking at like 1 and 2 here, but I was like, oh my goodness. 3 and 4 here probably would be ideal. You know what? And actually, no, that's not a bad idea one. If we can afford it, which we should be able to, 167. That might be a good purchase, that one. Maybe we'll look at purchasing that here. We should have plenty of money to buy things with here once we sell our crops here this year, Evan. Maybe we'll dedicate 167,000 of that here to buying that field and make that into a rice paddy. It's a little bit further away from the farm than I would like, Evan, but I mean, yeah, I don't know how else we're gonna do it. So, and we could instead of growing like the regular rice on that, we could do the long grain rice. That way we can harvest that with a combine. Then it's not a big deal at all, right? That gets planted. I think it's the regular planter, right? It's been a while since I've done the long grain rice, but if I remember correctly, long grain rice, regular planter, regular harvester. So then we really don't care. We don't have to drive the harvester down all the way down there, the planter all the way down there. Otherwise, that's the problem. I don't want to do any of the fields down here, Evan, because otherwise, yeah, boy, that's a long drive. That does, of course, mean that field then is like, it's rice field at that point. I'm like, we can't be planting other crops on it then, so. RC Win was saying grand total of product sitting in the time-saving stock check is $958,000. Waiting to be sold. A pretty nice payday, if you ask me. Hey, that's what I'm saying too, right, Evan? Nothing wrong with that. RC Win was also saying great videos. To be honest, it is Sony that won't allow consoles to have scripting mods. Most PC games are based off Microsoft Windows. Yes, I have heard that as well. So again, for those of you who don't know, maybe not familiar with as much of the game here in mods and stuff like that, consoles are not allowed to have third-party scripting style mods. These are mods like horseplay, auto drive, a time-saving stock check. This probably falls under that category, unfortunately. Click to switch, just all these little mods, and they are little. I'm like, they're not very big. They're just like sometimes very, very small little mods that just add some additional functionality to the game that is just so nice in my opinion. Click to switch is one of those, everyone. You know, again, for those of you who have not used click to switch before, boom, I can click on the tractor, I can switch to it. Very small mod, very simple little mod, but just nice little mod. I would highly recommend getting that mod if folks haven't tried it. And my planter turned off, didn't it, when I did that? But yeah, again, I'm sure when that's mod, unfortunately, it's probably not available for the console. And I've never looked at the mod of it to know for sure, but I'm sure it's probably requires a script of some sorts, so it'll be a third-party script, that one. And again, like I said, consoles are not allowed to have third-party scripts. And from what RC Win was saying there, from what I've heard in the past, Xbox, I guess third-party scripts are allowed to some extent, or would be more allowable, maybe we should say. They're maybe not necessarily allowed, but they're not, like, frowned upon. Versus, yeah, where Sony up on the, like, they're just like, no third-party scripting. Now, there is a reason for that. Console players want you to have a good experience on their platforms. And they don't want third-party scripting stuff breaking their consoles, breaking the games. So there is a reason for it. Is it a good reason? You folks can debate that one. Because, yeah, you get, like, the third-party scripting mods. There's no doubt about it, like horseplay and stuff like that. They break the game. And, like, they break it really badly sometimes. So, console manufacturers don't want that happening on their console. So, to some ways, it is understandable. I know, I'm sure for your console players, it's kind of annoying. Because, again, even go back to, like, Farming Simulator 22. You couldn't have GPS. Because, again, GPS was a third-party scripting mod, right? So, that was a no mod. Now, of course, we got it built in the game, so you don't have to worry about it, but still. Another great one, time-saving stock check, like RC Win was just mentioning in the first part of his comment there. I'm sure this mod is not available on the console. Again, I haven't double-checked that one, but I'm sure this is a scripting mod, third-party script. Great mod. I would highly recommend checking it out if folks haven't downloaded that mod already. Again, it is, I'm sure, PC only. It is on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, as is Click to Switch. The only mods I have at the moment that are not on the official Farming Simulator mod hub are the Horseplay and Auto Drive. Those are all developer versions. Anyway, I'm looked over at the time here. It is high time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions? And hey, perfect timing. Like, we just finished planting the field here. And unfortunately, I can't start the next one yet until the cultivator's done. So thanks for watching. How many folks have any comments or questions? Be sure to leave them down below. And until next time.